My daughter was the center of my universe. From the moment she took her first breath, I devoted my life to raising her, shielding her from harm, and giving her the love I never knew growing up. My wife, Claire, and I had our share of ups and downs, nothing unusual for a long marriage. But I never thought betrayal would come from both the woman I married and the girl I loved as my own. It started subtly. Claire became emotionally absent, dodging real conversations, staying out late, glued to her phone. I tried to dismiss the red flags, told myself she was stressed or overwhelmed. But the lies began piling up. She claimed to be with friends, but those friends hadn't seen her in weeks. My gut kept telling me something wasn't right. When I brought it up, she flipped it on me, accusing me of being paranoid and possessive. Our arguments grew more intense, and every time, our daughter Emily stood by her mother's side, claiming I was making something out of nothing. The breaking point came when I discovered a receipt, an expensive dinner for two, dated the same night Claire said she was working late. I showed it to Emily, expecting her to finally see the truth. But she defended Claire again, suggesting maybe it was just a business meeting. Her blind faith shook me. That night, I lay awake for hours. A painful question echoed in my mind. Why did Emily refuse to see the obvious? Or was there something deeper, something I didn't want to consider, that led me to a decision I never thought I'd make? I ordered a DNA test. I took a cheek swab for myself and quietly pulled a strand of Emily's hair from her brush. It felt like a betrayal of my own, but I needed to know. 2 weeks later, the results arrived. My hands trembled as I opened the envelope. The words hit me like a punch. Probability of paternity, 0%. My world collapsed. Emily wasn't my biological daughter. I sat frozen, staring at the paper, replaying all the birthdays, bedtime stories, science projects, and hospital visits. Every sacrifice, every moment of love, built on a lie. Claire had hidden the truth from me for over 20 years, and Emily, whether she knew or not, played a part in keeping me in the dark. I didn't confront them right away. I needed a plan. A few days later, I invited them both to dinner. I pretended everything was normal. We sat down, and I handed them each an envelope. I figured since trust doesn't seem to exist in this house, I went searching for answers, I said. Claire's face lost all color. Emily looked puzzled. They opened the envelopes. Claire dropped hers almost instantly. Emily's eyes scanned the page slowly, then turned to her mother. "Is this true?" she whispered. Claire couldn't answer. Her eyes filled with tears. But I felt nothing. I said, "Claire, you robbed me of the truth. Emily, you stood by her and shut me out. I can't undo what's been done, but you both must live with the choices you made." The next day, I filed for divorce. I included the DNA test in the documents. Since Emily wasn't biologically mine, I was no longer obligated to support her. I revised my will, removed both Claire and Emily from everything, and sold our home. Then I disappeared. I cut off all contact. I had to rebuild my life, far away from betrayal. People called me heartless, but they didn't live through what I did. The pain lingered for a while, but eventually I began to heal. I traveled. I pursued old hobbies I'd long forgotten. I made new friends and started to feel whole again. Occasionally, I'd get emails from Emily, confused, apologizing, trying to understand. I never replied. This wasn't revenge. It was release. Sometimes, peace only comes when you walk away from those who broke you, no matter how much you once loved them.